Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. My name is MichelleAna. If you're new to this channel, welcome. If you've been here before, hey sis. Today's video is going to be about a topic that I personally have been dealing with for the past few weeks, if not much longer than that. And I finally had a breakthrough in this particular area, and it is simply in the area of fear and faith. I feel like finally I have entered into a phase where, independent of whether fear is present or not, I'm realizing that I have to still have faith. I have to still carry through with what God has just downloaded into my heart, whether fear is present or not. And so in this video, I want to break that down a little bit more and share that idea and that topic with you guys. If you're interested in this topic, just keep on watching. All right, so today is a dad hat, no makeup, and curls in a ponytail type of day. It is no makeup Monday, but that's not really a thing because sometimes I do wear makeup on Mondays, so I'm not even gonna say that. But yeah, I'm chilling with no makeup on, and I literally just finished watching this video. I actually posted it onto the community tab, which was a video with Pastor Furtick and Bishop T.D. Jakes, and they recently just had a sit down situation. And honestly guys, and the video is called Crushing or something like that. And honestly, I couldn't even get past the first 10 minutes because they were doing this like challenge or whatever, where he was like spitting a 1-minute word or a 1-minute like sermon, according to the songs of Hamilton, the Broadway play. And so I literally was already struck by one of the things that he was already talking about. And so I was like, this is just further confirmation as to what I have already been kind of like sitting with. And it's this relationship between fear and faith. And what I mean by relationship is that they are literally simultaneously present at the same time most of the time. And I think it's so bizarre that I have realized that we're in such a I want to be fearless and yay to being fearless and all that stuff, and I'm not knocking it, but I'm kind of digging further into that. And I was always challenged by, oh my gosh, like I guess I'm not fearless because I'm not living up to the meaning of what fearless means, or being fearless in going for my goals, or being fearless in initiating certain things. And I feel like when I look back at the things that I've stepped on in faith with, fear was always there. And independent of whether or not I was gonna allow fear to hold me back, fear was there. And recently I launched my devotional, which thank you guys for, actually a lot of you have already subscribed to my email list, in which you actually receive a free 7-day devotional for my newest devotional, entitled Flourish Even Here. And it's a 7-day devotional, and I've gotten amazing feedback. Can't wait to do another one. And so the first day of that devotional is talking about the topic of fear, and the verse that I referenced was for God did not give us a spirit of fear, but of power, love, and a sound mind, right? And I was even like, oh my gosh, so this fear isn't even from, obviously it's not from God, it's just from the reality of being a human, right? So like when we have this present fear, it's not that God gave it to us, is that we realize the vast, the massiveness of what we want to do, and we recognize that fear is there. So when we operate in faith and we step out on faith and we do these faith moves and we operate in that capacity, half the time that doesn't mean that fear isn't there, and that doesn't mean that we have to be fearless and we have to be a certain way. No, it means that, listen, this fear is here, and I am afraid, I'm scared, I'm shooketh, I am shook. I don't know how this is all gonna work out, but I'm gonna do it anyway. And I feel like lately I have been really facing that in terms of like really expanding my mind in business, and expanding my mind as a woman of faith, and expanding my mind in terms of like decisions that I thought were right for me. And even like in terms of like where I'm living, a few weeks back I shared about how, y'all, I'm about to be like, peace out South Carolina, like I'm good, like I've gotten what I thought I wanted and I thought I needed, but y'all, I'm still here. I'm still here. And many of you have asked like, sis, like, weren't you moving soon? And I'm like, sis, I know, I thought that I was moving too. But it's just so funny how we make our plans, right? And I feel like we learn this as we grow older and as we just grow, period. So I feel like even in our intentional making decisions, we unintentionally think that, okay, this is the best for me. This is the best for where I'm going. This is the best for what I'm doing. And then half of the times, we're doing something that has never been seen before. Not like reinventing the wheel, because I feel like we do get inspiration from other things. But what I'm saying is that we were created to create things that have never been seen before, because they're so unique to our experience in life. And so I kept saying to God, like, I haven't seen this before. Like, I wish there was just a certain way, a certain blueprint, a certain something. Like, why can't I just see what it is that I need and just do it? And God just kept showing me like, yeah, that's funny, because I actually called you to do that. That's why you haven't seen it. And so half the time we stay stuck because we haven't seen the very thing that we feel like we need, because you're called to do it. You're called to initiate that project. You're called to be the founder of that company. You're called to be the CEO. You're called to have that idea in your job, to make the job experience better, to make the work-life balance better. And sometimes we're like, oh, but I haven't seen it before. And it's like, no, sis, you're the one that's creating that thing. And I think the fear that we haven't seen certain things, or the fear of failure, or the fear of not living out to our fullest potential haunts our brain. Listen, let me tell you guys, I'm speaking from complete experience, okay? There are so many things that sometimes fear will haunt me in, because of feeling like misunderstood, or feeling like, you know, that's just too messy. That's just a messy part of my story that I do not want to share. And the thing is that it's in the messiness, it's in that story, in that part of your heart that you feel like God will not use. It's in that area, in the area that you were fractured the most, God is going to use that very thing. So it's like, even as I speak to you guys, I'm speaking to myself as always, right? And it's like, God, like, even though fear and faith are walking simultaneously with each other right now, I'm gonna choose to trust you, and I'm gonna choose to feel this fear, right? Feel it anyway, and go forth with this thing, because I know that you're behind it. I feel it in my heart. I trust that you will not allow me to fall on my face and fail. And even if I fall on my face and fail in the eyes of people in this world, I will continue to trust you, because you're going to use even this failure to propel me and to catapult me into purpose and into the areas that you want me to be a witness to, and to be a standing inspiration to people who thought they were never gonna make it. With that being said, I wanted to read day 1 of the devotional, because I want you guys to get a little bit of a glimpse of what that would be like. So day 1 says, fear is so crippling and frustrating. It's like we can imagine and dream about the best versions of ourselves, yet plant our feet in this place called comfort zone. Yes, our comfort zones feel nice, cozy, and safe, but we are delaying God's best because we're deciding convenience over purpose. I've been there. I'm raising my hands virtually to let you know that fear has had a way of making me feel embraced. But even in the hard place of facing fear, it doesn't mean the presence of it will disappear. It simply means that you will decide to do it afraid. And even beyond me like watching that message, it's a long message, so I kind of like split it in like 2 days. And some of the word that have been at church, like the sermons that have been preached at church by my pastor, it's like God has been depositing these different elements of this very thing that I'm sharing with you guys. And it's just the nature of doing it afraid, independent of feeling the fear. Just do it anyway. Have faith that he is walking with you. There's no corner of this earth that God will not be able to find you. His love literally is chasing after you and is with you wherever you are. And so I even want to encourage people who feel like they're just way too far off and way too much like stuck in their fear or stuck in their habits, and feel like God can rescue you from that place. He can rescue you from any place, any darkness. There's nowhere too dark for him to go in and reach in and just snatch you from that embrace that fear allows you to feel so comforted in. And so I want to leave you guys with that. Make sure that you head to the description box below, because I'm gonna I'm gonna put the link to the YouTube video with Bishop T.D. Jakes and Pastor Stephen Furtick down there, as well as a link for you to subscribe to the email list to receive the free 7-day Flourish Even Here devotional. I want to thank you guys for sticking with me and watching this video, even though it's a no makeup Monday. I want to thank you guys for watching, and as always, make sure that you give this video a thumbs up and make sure that you subscribe and turn on those post notifications, because YouTube, you know, it's a little different, and I want to make sure that you guys are always receiving an email in your inbox whenever I post. So I'll see you guys in my next video.